Hi, I'm Vivi and I will be your tax reminder for the day. If you have been working from home due to the current situation, you might be due tax relief, and I'm here to be a big sister and tell you I've done mine, so now it's your turn to do it. We will go through the process of checking if you are eligible to apply for tax relief together, and we'll make a small start into your application, which is honestly super easy, and you are super smart and you're going to do it in like 10 minutes because I have done it in like 15 minutes, so you will be just fine. You will be able to claim back between £62 and £140. And don't give me any attitude for like all this work to get a little bit of money, because it's not all that much work. And think about the experience of learning how to file taxes. Like, that would be pretty cool. Isn't that what cool people do? I feel like people who say that they don't like taxes or taxes are boring, oh my god, stop talking about it, are the people who like taxes the most. Like, you're just intimidated by her, just get over it. You know you like her, everybody likes taxes. Like, really, I'm not even joking. For me, once I do things like that, like not this, because this is super easy, but if I would claim taxes as self-employed, or I would do something that an accountant would do, I feel like I would be so proud of myself. Like, it would be an achievement. Like, it's gonna go in my diary as a gratitude for probably like the gratitude of the year. I don't know if that's just me. Is it just me? Is it weird? I don't think it's weird. I feel like whenever I say like, oh, is that just me? No, we're all the same. I know you like taxes. Just accept it. You're just intimidated. So I'm just gonna let my coworker Vivi present the screen with going through the tax process, and I will wait for you at the end. So here we are on what I can assume it's every UK's resident favorite website, of course. We check this thing every day in the UK. And here is the claim tax relief for your job expensive part, and we're going to look through the working from home part. This includes work you have done because of the current situation, he who must not be named. And you cannot claim tax if you choose to work from home, obviously. This is the first year I have claimed this money already a few days back, so I can say it was very straightforward, and I think it's something that we should all be doing as soon as we can, because it applies to all the financial year, and it does include additional costs and bills. And here it's explaining how much you can claim. So it's £6 a week from 6th of April 2020. So they have increased it a little bit. Last year it was £4 a week. Ever since you have been impacted by the current situation, you can claim this money back to that period, and they are going to ask you the day you started working from home, which they also suggest the first day that the lockdown happened, which is very helpful. And indeed, that was the first day that I started working from home. So it's really very straightforward. I think it took me like 15 minutes to do all this thing. And then there's this part with the exact amount of costs you've incurred above the weekly amount. And you'll need evidence such as receipt, bills, and contracts. Honestly, I've not done that. I've just took the first £6, £4. Maybe I should have, maybe I would have gotten more, but I'm just telling you what I've done. If you want to go the extra mile and try to check if you can claim even more than that, definitely a good thing to know. Let me know as well. Maybe I should have done that to know for next year. And here it explains a little bit how it would work with the tax, because it's a tax relief, like they say this here, and it can be a bit tricky to see just the £6, but that's just tax relief. And what it actually happens is it's changing your tax code. I didn't realize this and I kept postponing. I wanted to do this for many months, but well, not that many months because it's not been that long. But yeah, I kept postponing because I thought, oh, if I wait another month, then I can claim for that month as well and that month as well. And I just have to do like the backlog, all the ones that are left. But in reality, like if I do this now, it's going to apply to the full financial year up until 6th of April 2021. So it's always good to do it within the year, and the next year you can do it for the full year. The sooner the better with these things. And here is a very convenient check if you can claim. They make it super easy. I'm so impressed with how they manage these things. And we're just gonna go through it. It's basically like BuzzFeed, but for your taxes. See if you can claim tax relief. And yeah, let's go to the questions together and see if you qualify. Of course, I recommend, like, I'll post it in the description or in the first comment, but yeah, definitely do it yourself as well. But just to give you an idea of what process you'll be going through. Are you only claiming tax reliefs on your expenses from working from home? Yes, I am. I'm not claiming anything else myself. If you are, of course, you might have to do it a different way. There's the option of self-assessment as well, which they ask you about. Do you complete self-assessment returns? And I personally don't. If you have any side income or side businesses, it might be the case that you have to do a self-assessment and add it to that. And has your employer paid your expenses from working from home? Again, this might impact the claimed tax relief you might have. And has your employer paid your expenses for working from home? And it says you cannot claim tax relief if your employer has paid back your expenses already, obviously. But for me, no, they haven't, so I'm just gonna go no. And did you start working from home because of coronavirus? I can't even say it, oh my god. the fear strikes. And for me, yes, it was because of the coronavirus I started working. I started working from home, that is. I was working before, just FYI. And then it tells me you can claim tax relief for your work-related expenses online. Woohoo! And it does tell me I need a government gateway user ID, which I didn't have, but they conveniently tell me it usually takes about 10 minutes, and that's very accurate. All you have to do is put in your email. They send an email, you verify it, and then they give you like a government gateway ID. And I think you have to put your phone number as well, because they send you they do two authentication security thing factor. I don't know, you put a password and you put the code they sent through your phone. So again, it's very straightforward. It does say here your national insurance number, a recent payslip, or P60, or a valid UK passport, and that's for claiming your tax relief. I'm gonna show you the next step, which is just the gateway ID, and I have that, and I have the password. I can just log into my account, which I will do just to show you, but you would do create sign-in details, assuming you don't have it, and you put your email here and follow the steps. So I'm just going to put the details here just to show you what it looks like once you log in, but I can't actually like resubmit the form, obviously, because like it's illegal. But yeah, I'm really sorry I didn't record it when I first did it, but I'm quite paranoid with these things, recording them as I do them for the first time, and it's also sensitive information and confidential, so it just makes me a bit anxious. But this one, like, honestly, it was really super easy. Like, don't worry about it. I am going to talk a little bit about something that might make it a little bit difficult if you are a foreigner or if you don't have a UK driving license. Well, no, if you're a UK citizen, like, don't worry, you're fine. It's gonna be like 10 minutes. But if you're a foreigner, you might want to stay until the end, because it's just a little bit more complicated, as it usually is in the UK. The UK citizen route, always very straightforward, very easy, very user-friendly. When you're a foreigner, you just add a little bit of spice. Then it did send a code to my phone, so I'm adding that as well. The two-factor security information. Yeah, so I don't actually think I can even like see it. I think this is a different one than the one from working from home. I don't remember seeing this page, so it looks a little bit different. I don't know if I can submit it again. Maybe it was the same one. It was really straightforward. It was just like clicking these buttons and just giving details about myself. I don't think it's the same as this one, because I really didn't need it. Like, I noticed how I might not need these things. I had to provide a payslip just because I am a foreigner, so they asked me, like, you either have a UK passport and a driving license and you're good. You just put your passport number and your driving license and you're good if it's a UK one. But if you're a foreigner, and I didn't have a UK passport and I didn't have a driving license that was issued in the UK either, so I had to go the route of inputting information from my payslip and inputting information from my bank account, because luckily, like, they want you to show proof of some credit, and luckily I have one credit card that I got, because other than that I don't have any other credit, so it would have been very difficult to prove. But I did have that, so I used my credit card and I used my payslip. One other thing I would maybe say, although this is like not related at all, But if you want to get this government gateway account, like it's really cool because you can see personal tax account. You can see like proper really cool things about your account and a lot of questions I had before and I didn't realize they are in this account. So like pension, I was always wondering like how much pension can I get? What's my pension forecast for how much I loan? And it's here, like honestly, like all the information you might need if you have kids and you want to claim like child benefit, marriage allowance, tax credit, all these things, they're all in the government gateway account. So just get it, even if you don't. Well, I'm guessing if you watch this video, you might need it, but like honestly, like it's a good account. It's good for other things as well. Notice the other click buttons. Like I said, I wanted to include a little bit on how the process is a bit different from foreigners because that's my favorite part to talk about. If you are a UK national, the process of applying for tax, it's really straightforward. Really, all that's happening, they're gonna check your identity, and if you have a UK passport and a UK driving license, you should be really okay. Or I think they have alternatives. If you don't have a driving license, you can use alternative IDs, but it's really straightforward if you are a UK citizen. And if you are a foreigner, stay on because I have things to complain. Okay, so now that all the British people have left, what do you guys think about the Home Office? Like, what's your biggest beef with the Home Office? Okay, so if I got all the foreigners at the end of the video, can I please share a fun fact about the Home Office? Did you guys know that Home Office is dealing with police, drug policing, obviously, crime, terrorism, and also immigration? Like, so skilled. Also, one of those things doesn't belong there, and I feel like it's causing a little bit of problems. But anyway, what do we know? We have a lot of paperwork to fill in as foreigners, so let's get on with that. So in my case, because I am a foreigner, breaking news, I don't have a UK passport, and I also don't have a UK driving license, which you might have as a foreigner, so props to you, good job. It's gonna be a little bit easier for you. I still have my European license, I've not changed it. So I can't go with either of those options for security and the other for security checks to prove my identity. So the other two options were to use a payslip or a P60 form, which I don't think it was a huge deal, to be honest. They asked for some specific information in your payslip, so it takes a while because like the wording that they offer in their example wasn't the same in my payslip, but it wasn't a big deal. Like maybe I spent 2-3 minutes being confused, but not that complicated. So that part was fine, but I needed one other way to check my identity. And the last option, the 4 options, like you have the UK passport, driving license, payslip, P45, or you can give information on anything you bought on credit. And that made me like, I really squeezed my brain. I don't think I've ever bought anything on credit. So technically, if you've never bought anything on credit, you can't prove your identity on the website. They do say, okay, if you can't do any of this information, you can email them and go through a different route and they can check it in other ways, but that's just a little bit more complicated, and I feel like it's gonna put people off. I can get 60 to 100 pounds in a year, yay me. Is it worth it? And to me it would be. I would go the extra mile, but maybe to some people it's gonna be off-putting. Anyway, I did manage to use the credit check thing because I do have a credit card, thank God. Like, I don't really use it. I should be using it more, but I just remember like, oh my God, yes, I have a credit card, I can use that. And they've done a few checks of asking me about my bank account, when did I open it, when was the last time I opened the current account, which honestly gave me like a bit of a headache, and I felt like, oh my God, am I gonna get these questions wrong? These questions are too difficult for me. But I did manage to do it, and happy days, I got my security check, and that's why I said like, if you're a British citizen, it's gonna take you like 10 minutes. If you're a foreigner, maybe like 5 minutes, because you're gonna have to do it a little bit different than the normal people. But overall, even if you have to go through the extra checks, you can do it. I know it. I believe in you. I know you are a smart cookie. Who's my smart cookie? If you are subscribed to my channel, I'm sure you are a really, really smart subscriber. So I definitely believe in you in filling up this tax form, and I hope you have more tax forms to fill in your future for all the extra money you're going to make you rich smart cookie that you are. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.